Tonight on Ozark's First at 5, new details about the man accused of robbing a Springfield Walgreens on Wednesday, what you can do to help identify the suspect. And new businesses are opening in Springfield, including the largest toy and hobby store in Missouri. Mike Landis highlights the addition to the local scene. Next, here at 5.
This is Ozark's First News at 5.
Thanks for joining us. A step back in temperature today under cloudy skies. Those clouds are here to stay for what will be a wet and possibly stormy weekend. Meteorologist Matt Hefner looking at what's next for us. Matt?
Yeah, that's right, Steve. Clouds came back about this afternoon, caused temperatures to be a little bit cooler, and also provided some light rain chances for areas really into northern Arkansas and south of I-44. Springfield didn't really just see much, but we didn't miss out on much. This is the rain totals that did come in. A few more than just a little bit more than some sprinkles into that area. We have more chances of rain, especially in the 7-day forecast once we get later, where we can have those April showers that start to roll in, but chances of storms could start to roll in. I think really that first round I'm tracking is Saturday night, and then a second round that we have to get through on Sunday. Temperatures right now 66 degrees. Saturday is not going to get off to a bad start. We'll have clouds to start, and then we start to clear that out once we get later into the day, where temperatures are going to climb into those middle, even upper 70s for Saturday. It's once we get into Saturday night. That's when this first kind of wave of overnight thunderstorms are expected to take place. That's going to be occurring off into the west. And then on Sunday, a stronger chance of storms could be occurring for regions off into the east. We've issued a weather aware day for that, as we have the chance for some large hail and even the possibility of some tornadoes that could be spinning up over this weekend. Going in depth about that, talking about our chances for those tornadoes later on, Steve. It is going to be one active weekend we have to get through, and we even have more chances in the 7-day forecast. Really, Wednesday is another opportunity where we see more storms developing. Let's just get through this weekend first before we worry about the second one.
All right. We're going to get ready to cast your vote. Here's our question of the day. You can take out your phone and scan the QR code on your screen. Today we want to know, have you mowed your yard yet this spring? Why do I feel like this is a Jamie Warner, Dean Lucy generated question? I guarantee you one of those guys has said yes to this.
Yeah.
You can vote by going to ozarksfirst.com/vote to let us know what you think. We'll show you the results a little bit later here at 5. New images of a man suspected to have robbed a Walgreens store earlier this week in Springfield. SPD says these are images taken from security cameras at the Walgreens on South Camel when it was robbed Wednesday morning. Springfield police says the suspect entered the Walgreens about 9 a.m. with a gun and got away with an undisclosed amount of money. Nobody was hurt, but Springfield police continue to search for the suspect. Anyone with information is asked to call 911 or Crime Stoppers. A Greene County prosecutor has ruled that the use of deadly force by a Springfield police officer was justified. In February, police were called to a domestic disturbance near Glendale High School where the suspect, Tyler Dillon, was armed. Police say when Dillon refused to drop the gun after being ordered to by police, an officer shot him. He was taken to a hospital where he died. The officer has returned to active duty after being placed on administrative leave during the investigation. Follow-up now on a new business gaining attention from the young and the young at heart. Tonight, Mike Landis is following up on the largest toy and hobby store in Missouri, which is now open in South Springfield. Mike?
Yeah, Steve, late last year we took you inside the construction job at a vacant big box store in South Springfield. The project, which is now done, is the new home of Hobbytown. The retailer's big expansion is pretty interesting considering the toy industry had been in a steep decline in recent years.
Almost ready for a grand opening. We're about a week and a half away.
It's crunch time at Hobbytown.
I'm still a little nervous about getting it all done because we still got a bunch of things to get out of boxes and that, but it's looking pretty good.
The last time we talked with store owner Tim Wiley, his team was in the middle of remodeling and moving into part of the long vacant former Kmart on South Glenstone. And now finally, the big reveal.
You know, I wanted something different. I wanted a place where people can come in, experience it, you know, feel at home.
The opening of the new space, now Missouri's largest toy and hobby store, comes years after the other big toy chains in Springfield and across the nation went out of business. Most shoppers had moved online or abandoned toys altogether when video games and computers became preferred ways to have fun, and now a lot of them are coming back around.
We're very optimistic, even already with just a soft opening. we're seeing a lot more toys go out the door.
Overlooking the store floor is this massive mural highlighting the theme while paying homage to our past.
I wanted something to reflect that we're a Springfield franchise. So that's why we went for Springfield, the birthplace of Route 66.
It's a big point of pride for this artist.
Gosh, it just makes you thankful that you've had the opportunity to do it and to share something with the public that you feel is beautiful.
Already we've had people come up to the mural and take their pictures against it and that. Same way with the dinosaur. That's what I was aiming for.
Is set for next week, but it's already welcoming customers. This is not the only retailer filling vacant storefronts, though, in that retail area. Just a few doors down, Boot Barn, which is taking up part of the old Lucky's Market space, opens this coming Sunday. And meanwhile, just across the street, Total Wine and Beverage is going into the old Bed Bath & Beyond. We're still waiting to hear back from them about a grand opening date for their project. Steve.
Right, Mike Landis with some great updates tonight. Fresh off the program's midweek upset of second-ranked Arkansas, Missouri State is back at Hammons Field tonight to open a weekend series against Missouri Valley foe Belmont. Ozarks first Chris Pinson is fresh off opening day at Busch Stadium. He's got baseball fever and can't wait to tell you about tonight's tilt over there at Hammons.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. Well, of course, right, between last night's exciting win by the Cardinals and Tuesday night's thrilling victory over Arkansas, as you mentioned, it's been a whirlwind 72 hours here in our baseball world. But you know one thing about glory, it fades pretty quickly. However, there is confidence. That one key unmeasurable, well, that can carry over from game to game. And for this Missouri State squad, that's exactly what they're going to count on tonight. Here's a few reasons why. When you think about this team and what they've done recently, they're on a 4-game winning streak thanks to that incredible victory over Arkansas, a 10-inning affair that lasted 14-13. And that not only gave them 4 in a row, but it was the third time in that 4-game winning streak they've scored 10 or more runs a contest, which comes as no surprise because they do average roughly 8 runs a game. That's third most in the Valley. And speaking of the Missouri Valley Conference, well, the Bears are the only undefeated team right now in the league. Sure, every team only played one series so far, but they're the only one that says we are 3-0. So tonight, with Belmont coming into town, who's 1-2, I got a good feeling this Bears team is excited, coming off all that confidence, all that momentum that they got with that win over Arkansas. Now, first pitch tonight is going to be at 6:30. We got Tyler Usipchuk on the mound for the Bears, and a victory tonight continues that confidence and gets them rolling in the right direction the rest of the way. I got highlights for you coming up tonight at 9 and 10 with Dan Lucy after the March Madness games. Reporting live here at Hammons Field, Chris Pinson, Ozarks First.
Still ahead, we'll have the results of our question of the day. Have you mowed your yard yet this spring? That's coming up. President Trump still working on taking over Greenland despite strong pushback from Greenlanders. Why some of the vice president's plans there today had to be changed.
This is Ozarks First News at 5 with Steve Savard and meteorologist Matt Hefner.